Welcome to Everyday Life. Thank you for joining our podcast, Conversations Over Coffee. My name is Jen.
And I'm Dagda.
And we're going to hit you with the explicit content warning right off the bat. This podcast does include adult situations and adult language from time to time.
I'm an angel. I never fucking cuss.
Okay. Anyways, you ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let me clear my throat.
That's what I think every time I cough.
You old dirty bastard.
Oh, DB. You know, it was funny. I'd said something to somebody came in the shop coughing the other day. And they were like, excuse me. And I said, let me clear my throat. And he was like, hey, oh. You know you're kind.
Yeah.
You just know you're kind when you get that response. And so that's always fun. So,
yeah.
So we took a little break just to kind of do mental reset and get some other stuff taken care of. Obviously, everybody can still hear. We're still fighting allergies and all that. Because at this point, our colds are gone. Yeah. Now it's just word of warning. Don't get onset adult allergies if you can help it. Because it's a pain in the butt. And, you know, especially for me, it's a little harder because I had smoked for so long. It's hard to get underneath it and it scares you. Because it's like, oh, my God. Am I going to be the next victim? Oh, you know, but anyways. So we took a little break.
Yeah.
Give ourselves some time to rest and reset and rethink and just enjoy. So America just celebrated 250 year anniversary. Yeah, I mean, America's always actually been here. It's just we haven't always occupied it. So happy birthday, you beautiful son bitches. Hope it was great. We're not, 4th of July is a beautiful thing to celebrate independence. However, I also hate it because I don't like the noise and I never get sleep. So, you know.
I sleep just fine.
I don't like you right now. I don't like you right now. Well, you know, when my dog was alive, when Emily was alive, you know, there was a lot of, when she was little, I used to have to climb in the bathtub with her to keep her calm. Yeah. And, you know, as she got older and she got deaf, it was only the big booms, like if they were on this block or the block behind us. Those were the only ones that scared her when she got older. Yeah. But I still have never, I think they're beautiful, but I don't like the noise. It sets me off wrong. So anyways, did you do anything special besides just enjoy your time alone? Yeah. Enjoy your time, sit with your video games, get any new video games?
Nope.
Nope. My partner's been stuck on playing Icarus.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I haven't played it. I mean, the graphics look cool, but I'm just like, you know, I mean, my newest game I got is like Ranch Simulator, and then it made me mad. So I quit playing it. Thank God it only cost me $4. And then other than that, I got Clue, you know, which was favorite board game growing up. So
I've been playing Blades of Fire.
Okay.
And Path of Exile 2.
On your phone or on your PC?
On my PC.
Nice. And which do you like better?
Blades of Fire. I like Path of Exile, but it's a Diablo clone, I guess you could call it. And the thing I dislike the most about it is that all of the classes are gender blocked. In other words, each class is a specific character. And two of the classes that I want to play the most are both female, and that kind of annoys me when there's no fucking reason for it. It's one thing if there's a legitimate, like, in-story reason why this would be a female.
Like Wonder Woman. Well, there's a reason they're all female.
Yes. Or, like, in Warhammer, there's 5 different groups that are exclusively female. The Witch Elves, you have to be a female.
Yeah.
The Enchantresses, you have to be a female.
There's the nuns, right?
Yeah, the Daughters. Is it the Daughters? Yeah, it's the Daughters of Sigmar, I think is what they're called. Sisters of Sigmar.
Sisters of Silence, right?
No, that's Warhammer 40k.
Okay,
yes, that's also exclusively female. And so it was a specific order that was only in this one particular city. And so it's specifically female. And then the Ice Witches, those are all female. And then the Amazons, those are all female.
Right.
Now, I have no problem with that.
because that's part of the storyline.
It's part of the storyline.
It's part of the world. It's part of the storyline.
Yeah. But if you have generic magic user and it has to be a female, that annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, I mean, you would think for the most part, unless it was part of the story, driving the story, like there's a reason why the Amazonians don't talk to the Thunderheads, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it's just like, I mean, you should be allowed to have both sexes in each class.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. If it's part of the story, if it's part of the mythology, if it's part of the history, and even then you can bend the rules a little bit and be like, traditionally, we see ice witches as female. However, this one little
boy decided he wanted to be an ice witch too.
Yeah, there you go. But that would annoy you even more because it's not like it's not a good enough reason for you. It would have to be something like his mom was an ice witch and he wanted to take up the mantle for her to, give her name redemption and give their family closure or whatever. That would be acceptable to me.
Yeah. Because usually it's just fucking laziness on the part of the game designers.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get y'all hot on the bother, but it's kind of the same thing as why they keep revamping Snow White.
Yes.
And, I'm telling you.
Fucking laziness.
It's nobody has the imagination to create a world anymore.
And that's the best case scenario, is that they're being lazy.
Yeah.
Not, I'm being a dickhead. I want to destroy your toy because I couldn't have it.
Yeah.
That's also a lot of what's going on.
It feels like that too, because it feels like, Snow White was the highest grossing animation movie from 1938 until the 1980s. So maybe we should redo that one because it was our biggest hit and our first real hit. Steamboat. And the reason why I know that is because I actually saw a little thing because Toy Story 5 is coming out. And I know for you and many people out there that you guys don't watch animation movies.
Not really.
I'm excited to see the next chapter because they're actually aging the toys up even more. Like Woody's going to have a cul-de-sac or a bald spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought little
clip
preview or whatever for it.
Yeah. Like, somebody needs a brown marker,
Yeah.
And
it's actually kind of funny.
And there was something in one of I watched a 3-minute trailer, and there was something in there, and it's just like, I wonder if Buzz Lightyear is emulating, maybe getting a touch of old timers. There's a difference between old timers and Alzheimer's and dementias, because old timers, you just have those forgetful moments where it's like, where did I put my car keys, even though they're hanging around your neck? Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Mommy.
She does this where she's just like, I lost my keys and they were right there. And she's like, and she expressed to me, she's like, makes me think I'm getting the Alzheimer's. I'm like, Mommy, it's called old timers, because it's not something like that. It's just, especially right now, being under stress because the house is still 2 years later under remodel construction, which is so annoying to me. And
fuck all that.
I mean, I feel like I want to take a really long drive up north and have a conversation with somebody. Like, at least my middle knuckle, which is the toughest of my knuckles.
Take a long drive with a nice baseball bat.
I actually want to lay hands on him because it's just like it's not that I don't understand businesses or people going through hard times. It's that you fucked over my mother.
Yeah.
And you're just as protective. And so we're like, let's go lay hands and go. And, she's like, now. And I'm like, no, now. Like, I don't care. Like, but everybody deals with their own situations. And I'm not gonna say on mic what we've discovered in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that on mic. I'm not going to throw out like that. But I will say namaste. I wish him and his family the best, because obviously very bad choices has led to very bad consequences. And I hope that he comes out the other side perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. Learned something, made his retributions and restitutions and all that, and be on your merry way and don't ever come down to Pierce County again. What? Anyways, so yeah, I love the Toy Story franchise. I think they're going to touch on some little things. It was
praising people.
My bad.
Show us on the doll where they touched you. Anyway.
So they all the actors kind of got together when they're on the carpet premiere or whatever. They had a couple-minute clip on Disney Plus. And it was really funny. So Taylor Swift shows up. Taylor Swift does the primary song. She created the song for the movie, and it's just like I love you, I need you, or something like that. It's a really cute song. Okay. Obviously, it's a Swiftie song, but a little bit more mature. But what was great is so she shows up to this red carpet function, and she actually at 5 years old she had gotten the VHS copy of Toy Story, and she has kept it all these years. And she brought it to this red carpet premiere that she was at with the Toy Story cast and had them sign it.
I was going to say, did she get some?
She sure. She did. Tom Hanks goes, "Do you want me to sign that?" She's like, "Obviously, yes. Why else would I take my precious possession out of my what? Like, of course, duh." So it's really interesting because one of the things I noticed, obviously, we're going to be missing some of the original cast members, right? Don Rickles has since passed away. Jim Varney has passed away. Several other people, but it's like they show these people and you just hear their voice, right? Mm-hmm. So it's just like if anybody saw a picture of us 10 years ago and today, for my hair, the older I get, the darker my hair gets.
Yeah.
For you,
I'm getting gray.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say it. I was going to let you say it however you wanted to, you can say you're kind of an orange creamsicle now.
Yeah. I'm not lucky like my grandfather who went blonde before he went gray.
Yeah.
Because my hair is too dark for that.
I remember I think your hair has gotten darker since I've known you because I remember it being a little bit more, obviously, a lot more orange highlights in it when I first met you.
Yeah.
But I noticed, and it's so crazy, it doesn't hit, there's few moments where things will hit you and you notice that the world's moving forward. Mm-hmm. Tom Hanks is now almost completely gray.
Ah.
And he's actually got some wrinkles. And when I think of Tom Hanks, I think of his characters in Castaway and Forrest Gump and Philadelphia and Booze and Buddies. That was my introduction to Tom Hanks, was Booze and Buddies back in the late 70s, early 80s with Peter Scalaria. Have you ever heard of that? Have you ever seen it?
That's the one where two dudes pretend to be women.
Yeah, so that they can afford their rent in New York City.
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched that movie, but I do remember.
It was a TV show, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. But I do remember when it was out.
Yeah.
Being advertisements for it or whatever.
But that was my introduction to Tom Hanks. Mm. And then, you look at Tim Allen, and it's just so weird because he's still Tim the Toolman Taylor. He's just got a little more gray and a few more wrinkles.
Yeah.
But the biggest change of all of the cast that I saw was Joan Cusack. Now, she's always been a tall, slender woman, but I really like her, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. But she has not aged well. Like, maybe the last few years have really been hard on her or something. So then, no offense to her, but then my heart skips a little beat, and I'm going, oh, God, I haven't seen John Cusack very much in a while. I hope the same thing didn't happen to him. I mean...
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people who are like that. They really don't start aging until they get towards the end of their life cycle.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I have an aunt who just, great aunt, right?
Yeah, great aunt.
Great aunt just turned 101 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, and you listen to her talk and everything, and she's not as snarky as when I was a kid. She was so uppity, but she sounds the same. She looks the same. She walks the same when she walks, but most of the time she's in her wheelchair now because she's frail. I mean, she's like maybe 4'8" now and maybe 80 pounds soaking wet. She's a very tiny woman. Anyways, so you love and hate your new games.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, so I'm not a fan of the fact that you're gender locked, but it's one of those games where it doesn't matter what class you choose.
Right.
It's like in Diablo, you're stuck with whatever class it is.
Right.
There's some customization that you can do, but it's still customization within the bounds of a necromancer or a druid.
Oh, so free gender transformation if needed in the game.
No. Just class-wise.
Okay.
In Diablo, there's a male version and a female version of every class.
Yeah.
Now, in Diablo, they kind of force you to have a kind of stereotypical build.
Yeah.
As far as, like, if you're playing a druid, they're fat. If you're playing a necromancer, they're scrawny and they're fucking
Ale.
greasy
Yeah.
and fucking disgusting looking. And Necromancer is one of my favorite classes.
And it's so funny because you use that descriptor, and all of a sudden I'm listening to Dresden in my head talk about the Red Court vampires, what they're really like underneath.
Yeah.
Being black and slimy and gross. And,
yeah.
Sorry. Anyways.
And so, like, my one friend Jeremy, he likes playing fat characters.
Uh-huh.
But
I mean, he does like food, so.
Yeah. He's kind of chunky.
Yeah, he's not
and
that
he
big.
likes
Yeah.
He likes making characters that are overweight in basically any game.
Uh-huh.
But the only one that you can do that with is the druid, although he likes the druid, so it's not that big of a deal, but he can't play a fat necromancer.
Yeah.
Right? And vice versa. You can't play
a skinny druid.
And you can't play a barbarian that's not big and burly.
See, you know, it's weird. It's like it like has to be just the rule set, because I swear in real life when we talk about druids and the history of druids, they're not all fat.
Yeah, no.
So it's
just the way, it's just their design choice within the context of Diablo 4.
See, and that annoys me, because if you're going to base it off of like some type of mythology or history, at least have that flexibility.
Yeah.
That is one thing I like about 7 Days to Die, is that you can set your character to be heavier or thinner.
I mean, most games that have, you're not stuck with a particular character. And when you're playing The Witcher, you're playing fucking Geralt. You don't have a fucking choice.
Right.
The next Witcher game, you're going to be stuck playing, what's her name, Ciri or whatever. You don't get a choice.
Yeah.
And I'm actually fine with that.
Sure.
Same with the God of War. You're playing fucking Kratos, although the next game is not going to be that.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point. You're stuck playing that particular character. You're stuck playing Batman. You're stuck playing Spider-Man.
Right.
I don't care about that, because that's what I signed up for.
Right.
Not okay, you have the option of playing any type of character that you want, except he has to look this way, and it has to be a woman, or it has to be a cat, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's really taking selection and customization and control away from the player.
Yeah. And in a lot of times I feel it's just fucking laziness on the part of the game designers. Like there's a game, Black Desert Online. I like the game a lot, but every time they make a new class, it's gender and race locked.
Okay.
And eventually, sometimes they make a male and a female version of the class.
Right.
But it's always locked to whatever race it is.
Yeah.
Because they have like giants and elves and stuff. And once again, if those were something that was specific to the lore, I would have no problem with it. But it's not. It's, you're a knight. Well, you can only play a human male. You're a witch. You can only play a human female.
Right.
And there's no reason for it other than they couldn't be bothered with making two models.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, the more you can customize your character in the game, the more people you're going to get interested in your game.
Yeah.
Because it really, with so many of this, okay, you can be thin or fat, but if you're thin, you've got to be a necromancer or a wizard. And if you're fat, you got to be a witch or a druid. That's it. No other choice.
Yeah.
And what really sucks about it is it's like having an older sibling that's like, oh, we can play this game, but we're playing it my way, my rules.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you can play. I don't care what the rules should be. We're only going to... no.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons I play a lot of solo games, is because I just, if I find something I like and I can't really customize it the way I want, it's just miserable for me.
Yeah.
7 Days to Die, I can customize it enough, but it's like, I always play female. I've always played female characters since Dark Alliance 2, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2, because I just love that rogue character, and I really like the mechanics of it. I like the gameplay, and the closest thing I get to having that same feeling is 7 Days to Die, Darkness Falls mod, which is supposed to have all these updates coming, and here we are, all these years later. But, the guy lives in the UK, him and his wife, and it's up to him to make the changes and all that.
You should play Skyrim.
You know what? You should play Sit and Spin on fucking a ground stake or something. Okay.
Because you could choose to play male or female, and you can choose between 6 different races.
Oh my god, I'm good. No, thank you. I'm not going to fucking port fucking Morrowind, Elder Scrolls. Fuck that. No. No, thank you. And I'm much calmer about it now than I was, say, 15 or 20 years ago. But just, I know you can feel that side eye hitting you. And I'm just like...
And it's bombastic.
It's bombastic side eye. I'm just watching the birds in the tree going, you know what? Don't reach over and pop him one. You know, he's on the Ozempic. He doesn't know what he's saying. Yeah. The OZ's got you talking funny.
Yeah. I mean, you could play Fallout too, and you could do that same thing. And you can play humans.
I tried playing Fallout, and I don't like the game mechanics of it. It feels too chunky to me.
Okay.
You know, I tried to play Fallout. I tried to play Fallout New Vegas. I like Fallout Vault. That's easy. That's smooth. It's the game you get on Steam or.
You mean the mobile game?
Well, yeah, but they also have it on Steam as well. You actually can play it for free and you can build your vault where you can actually see what's going on, not squinting at a 5-inch fucking phone screen going, is that a rad roach? What is that? Oh, I'm dead. Okay. So, but like, I like the vault because it's the right kind of cartoony for me.
Yeah.
It's got smooth gameplay. It's you know, I like all that. The only thing I don't like about it is having to mate the humans to make more humans.
I mean, that's very standard in that type of game.
Yeah.
And you could sit there and wait.
Day 3 mating humans is just like, you know, it's not the end of the world. You're in a vault.
You could always just not do that and just wait for fucking random people to show up.
You can do that. However, you will die because you don't have enough people to do your business, you know, and all that. But, you know, Skyrim makes enough money that they don't need my 2 cents on that.
Play Starfield, too.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
It's their latest.
No, stop. Don't say anything Morrowind, because you'll get my hopes up.
It's not fucking Morrowind.
Anything in the Elder Scroll lines,
it's not in the Elder
by the company themselves. Buy that company. No, don't get my hopes up and I'll be like, just out of moral principle, I can't do it. It's just out of my own code of ethics. I can't do it. Because they lied. They cheated and they lied, and I can't stand that. Like, they should have had a different thing. And, you know, all of this happens within the first half hour of playing the game.
Yeah, the dude dies.
Yeah, well, you know what? I saved the dude. They could have at least had me get clonked on the back of the head. Instead of going, he died. No, you cheated. Don't cheat. Oh, coffee everywhere. Oh, you make me so mad. Well, it's like, well, like Diablo. I don't know. I tried to play it on, like the console, and it just is a different experience than the PC. And I also don't want to spend that kind of money on games. Like, my game budget is like $10 or less, please and thank you.
Yeah, no, it's like $90.
Yeah, like 7 Days to Die is the only game in the last 7 years I've spent more than $20 on. Because when I got it, because it was all inclusive, for like any updates that come out over, it was like $27 after taxes. So it was like 24 plus tax.
Yeah, I think Path of Exile is like 20 some odd dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I bought it. It was on sale, so I don't remember. I think it's like $40 normally.
Yeah.
Which is, it's not as bad as Diablo. Diablo is like $70 for the cheap version of it.
Right.
But yeah, the good thing, one of the best things about Path of Exile is that, like I was saying before, it doesn't matter which class you choose to start with.
Mm-hmm.
Some of your abilities come from random skill items that you get, and then some of your abilities come from your equipment that you have.
Uh-huh.
But your class abilities, there's a bunch of abilities that you unlock through this skill tree thing.
Uh-huh.
And it doesn't matter where you start out at, you can always work your way over to, so if you start out as a necromancer, you could always work your way over to becoming a druid or a fighter or whatever.
Yeah. And I do like games where they've got the skill trees to where you can get your you like your more heavy hitter type combat, and you can also get your spells, and
yeah,
I do like that.
Now you're kind of limited because there's only so many
paths you can choose.
You have unlimited paths.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how much XP you're willing to fucking spend to get to the point. Because it's a massive fucking constellation of skills.
Yeah.
Of, like, passive abilities.
Yeah.
And then like when you get these orbs that you use to activate to get other spells or other special abilities.
Okay.
And when you activate one, it's blank. So you can choose any of the abilities that are available. So as far as the active powers that you have, you could be a monk and have fucking wizard abilities.
It's just all about how you play your skills and spend your XP. How you
play your skills and the equipment that you have.
Yeah.
But also so the abilities are locked as far as your attributes.
Okay.
So monks need like dexterity stuff. Whereas wizards need intelligence. So the abilities that you have that you can use are based on those attributes.
Sure.
So if you don't have a high enough dexterity, you can't get monk rank 2 abilities or whatever.
Right.
Or you can't use them. You
can
get it, but then you won't be able to use it until you got your attributes up high enough that it unlocks. So there's that. It can take a lot of work to get from being a wizard to being a monk, right? But it's possible. Whereas in Diablo, you will never be a fucking monk if you're a necromancer. It's not possible. And you'll never have any of the monk abilities other than the generic abilities that everybody gets. So.
And it's so funny. Every time you say necromancer, my brain goes two directions. One is to how the necromancer class functions, cards function in Magic the Gathering, MTG.
Okay, yeah.
I automatically think of that, like Liliana and all that, because she's a necromancer. And then the other direction I go is thinking of the Lord Marshal in Riddick, the Chronicles of Riddick and stuff, where they're basically a necromance colony.
The necromongers.
The necromongers. And so he's got that ability to separate his spirit from his body.
Yeah.
And so I think of it in those two ways.
I mean, yeah, that is kind of a...
Because years and years and years ago, the first time somebody was just like, oh, I'm going to play this necromancer, my brain heard necrophiliac. And so, yeah, it's just definitely...
A necromancer.
Oh, my God. What?
Are vampires necromancers?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
A necomancer? A meatmancer?
Stop. I told you I read that article about dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. Anyways, no, I've been, and it's so funny because I actually just threw a note away that's like a few weeks old because I was thinking about buying Fabledom, which is like, it's a Disney game, but it's like a farming Disney game and like city builder game.
Okay.
And I was going to get it, but apparently I need to improve my handwriting because I thought it didn't expire until now. It expired it's fine. So I'm like, I'm not gonna spend $50 on the game, but it was down to like $8.19, and I was just like,
That makes me wonder if the fucking at one point they had Pirates of the Caribbean MMO.
Okay. I know they have it for Lego. I don't know about.
Yeah, it was just a straight up Disney MMO. And yeah, it was Pirates of the Caribbean. That's exactly what it sounds like, except it was cartoony. And yeah, I play tested it. It was back when I was play testing lots of games. Because I was constantly getting invites to play test stuff. And it was pretty neat. It was a lot of running around, fighting skeletons and stuff like that. If you died, it was, you didn't die, you got knocked out, and then you'd wake up in prison, and then you'd have to bust out of your jail cell to go back to gaming instead of like a lot of other games where you just respawn at a respawn point or whatever, a graveyard in some cases, and next to the city hall or whatever in the other games.
That's how it was with Disney Pirates of the Caribbean Lego.
Okay.
Was like if you some places, if you died, you basically got knocked out, you lost your life, but you'd wake up on the beach like Jack Sparrow, where he'd fallen off the boat and he's just like, oh, like on Stranger Tide.
Yeah.
So I really like the Lego games. The ones I don't like, I don't like the Star Wars, most of the Star Wars Lego games. They're very chonky. They're very, I don't know. It's just not my thing. But Indiana Jones, loved it. Pirates of the Caribbean, loved it. Harry Potter, loved it. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's like a few different Batman Lego games. I have not turned in a game disc in quite some time because I switched over to Steam a few years ago. But I still have a bunch of my Lego games there, and I keep watching for the Lego sale. But the last Lego sale was like 20% off, and the bundle was like $70, and I'm like, but that's only 3 games, so no.
Yeah. No, I've never gotten into any of the Lego games.
It's not for everybody. It's just when I was growing up, that was one thing that we had at my grandparents' house was a bunch of Legos. Now I had
Lincoln Logs.
We had Lincoln Logs too, but we also had Legos, like legit Legos.
Yeah.
And so on the one hand, it was really cool because we could build all these cityscapes and all this, that, and the other. On the other hand, I have a sibling who's very OCD about how you should be playing with Legos. So you'd catch a beating if you fucked with her Legos, if she'd already been starting to build something and put it up for the day. And it was the next day, it's supposed to be free hands-on. No. So, but I mean, it's impressive that it's obvious why she grew up and did what she does for a living now. She's extremely intelligent in that. But, my favorite thing though, at my grandparents' house, we had a huge blackboard.
Okay.
And that was really super fun because we could play school. So me and my little sibling, my younger sibling, we would sit there and I would look up the words in the dictionary and I'd write them down on the board and we'd try to figure out what they mean and we'd look it up and then we did everything. We played school. But that was my favorite thing because you could do whatever you wanted on it.
Yeah.
You could draw, you could play school, you could do all that. So I'm a very simple game person. Like even now, the handheld only handheld I play is on my phone, and it's and there's just 2 of us in our group that's pretty active. The other ones float in from time to time, but that's Clash Royale, and then of course Clash of Clans. I've been playing both of those for over 10 years, but I have no interest in Clash of Clans. They're like up to T8, Town Hall 17, and if you attack this, then we're going to freeze your feet and you're going to die no matter what you do. It's like,
Yeah.
I like stuff that's fun and sparks my creativity. That's why I like world builders. It's one of the reasons why I like Minecraft. And I'm so mad that I can't play it on the Xbox Elite is because it's like the graphics are just too fast. I tried changing the sensitivity, but it's like there's something that's just wrong with it.
Yeah, a while back I tried to go back and play what the fuck is that game called? It's Chernobyl. Fuck.
A Chernobyl game.
Yeah, it's set in the area around Chernobyl. Stalker.
Okay.
That's what it's called. I played Stalker 1 and Stalker 2 a little bit. I never completed the game because the game it's long.
Yeah.
And basically, the events of Chernobyl happened and it caused anomalies to occur.
Okay.
Like there's kind of like rips in reality there.
Okay.
And the radiation levels cause weird shit to happen there. And so you're one of the people who's been licensed to go out and find stuff in the anomaly
Wasteland
zone. Yeah. And basically you go in there, you fight other stalkers sometimes. There's monsters out there like mutated bears and shit.
Yeah.
And wolves. And it's it's not really a survival game, but it's almost like that.
It sounds like it's like an alt-reality survival hunter game.
Kind of, yeah. But they have, in a lot of ways, it's very realistic. So like your bullets have weight.
Yeah.
So you're running around, you only got what's on you, and you find stuff, and then if you're like me, you're a pack rat, so you fucking try to
Yes.
take everything and then go sell it. But you're running around, you got a 9mm pistol, and then you find an AK-47, and like, okay, now I need, but your bullets have weight.
Yeah, everything has weight to it.
And so you end up with so much fucking weight and bullets and shit that you're like, okay, I can't carry all this shit.
Yeah, because you have those factors in 7 Days to Die where it's not necessarily a weight thing, it's a capacity thing.
Yeah.
And it really sucks because my favorite thing in 7 Days to Die is to be the farmer. I like building the crops. I like doing all the food dishes because I'm a big foodie. And then I like making these like weird, awkward fun bases.
Okay, yeah.
And only one time in all the years that I've played, only one time have I gotten a base where it just made me chuckle, and I've never been able to replicate it. And it's just like, dang it. But I have had bases where I've literally like put ramps and like where I can leave my base and get on, have a bridge, and then I can go ride around through half the town on a raised platform, so I don't have to deal with zombies. And I can just stand there and shoot arrows at them or crossbow bolts or whatever. So I like that, but I know that Fallout has that same aspect where it is a weight ratio.
Yeah.
Because my partner has played, I think, all of the Fallout series, and he was just like, I need this, but I need all that too.
I think your bullets don't have weight in the...
No, but like everything else does. Your caps, your food, your scraps. And I just remember watching him play this one day, and I was just like, why are you moving like that? Because I can't. I'm a loot goblin. I can't give it up.
You're overweight and can't fast travel once you're overweight.
And he's just trudging as hard as he can. And it's so funny because some days when we it's been a while since we've gamed together because there's just two different gaming styles we have.
Yeah.
I'm much more relaxed. I'm not regimented to a certain capacity. And we had somebody who used to be part of the gaming group who just totally ruined a game for us, which really sucks. So we're still looking for another one to try to play together, as at least 3 of the people together, maybe 4 of us. But but we call him the Loot Goblin King. So him and then Bogey are both Loot Goblins, but Bogey has this very bad habit of going and destroying stuff and not telling anybody. And the next thing you know, you got a horde of zombies coming at you. It's like, what was going on? And you always know it's Bogey because Bogey goes, I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. I was not playing with dynamite and throwing it at the structure I wanted to kill. And it's like, bro. So, yeah, but I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Is that on the PC? Stalker?
Yeah. Yeah, it's on Steam.
Because it sounds fun. But like I said, I am a cheap biatch. I am, I've been working on my debt, and I've got it down so low. And it's just like, so I did splurge a little bit. And, like I said, over the last few weeks, I've gotten it's not expensive. I've spent like $60 on video games. I took my partner out to a meal. That was, but, and then of course, I bought us breakfast, because we deserve it every once in a while, damn it. It's really good, but neither one of us could finish our food. So sitting in the fridge for later or whatever. But I'm so close to paying off my debt. And I think once FIFA is all done, because we're still at the mid-end of FIFA, I think once it's all done, there might be more work opportunities out there. But I'm trying to be a little bit more selective than I have been. Because as much as I love people, I hate humans. It's the hardest thing to do. There are nights where I am up, and this is dead serious. There are nights where I'm up and I'm like, what do I need to do to get the creative juices flowing, to do A, B, C, D, to earn a different income where I don't have to interact with humans every day.
Yeah.
And I can start building that little bit of a nest egg for homesteading or whatever.
Yeah.
And the shitty part about it is I was actually bouncing an idea off my partner's noggin 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I'm not even fucking kidding. A week later, all of a sudden, it's like, brand new. We're creating this series that premieres August on Netflix. And I'm like, you fucking better stop listening into my shit. It's just like, it's so, just like locally. We do what we do, and all of a sudden there's people that pop up and they're doing the same thing, and it's fine. I don't care, because it's like we all should be sharing ideas. but I can't stand them because I know for a fucking fact that one of our episodes they copied, and it pisses me off because it's like, have some acknowledgement where you learned this fucking from. Because this was something that literally is not listed anywhere. It wasn't any article I'd read. It was just curious brain questions. And this was in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a week, 2 weeks after that premiered, it was like all of a sudden the exact same content.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, make it less obvious because I fucking read my local news, asshole. But anyways, I digress. Anyways, but I think the break's been good. And it sounds like we put some time into gaming, so that's good. That's relaxed time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look up Stalker though.
Yeah.
Just
what I was gonna say though is one of the problems I was having is that I started getting motion sick. I get motion sickness from games sometimes, and Stalker's one that was actually fairly bad. It didn't happen with my old computer, but my newer computer.
with your better graphics.
Yeah. Although.
Is it that thing where it almost does that like smudge like run through or whatever, where it elongates it? You know, there was just a few weeks ago there was a plane crash and R.I.P. to that crew.
Yeah.
Caused wildfires. Scary shit. I hate I hate hearing airplanes. I can't stand them. I'll never want to be on one again.
They're fun. I like being on them.
No, you like jumping out of them, weirdo. You don't like being on them. You like jumping out of them. But yeah, I'll have to try to check out Stalker and just kind of get some more information about it because I have 2 different 7 Days to Die world, and I'm about at the same point with each of them where it's just like I have an idea of what I want to do creatively for it, but I kind of need another person there to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got to make sure my schedule aligns with somebody else. And my technical Monday is the only other person who would help me. It's technically their day off.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a misalignment.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, how can I figure out how to do this myself? So I've just been building it bit by bit. And yeah, I'm an old lady, so I play bingo. So, you know, I'll tell you what, I'm really glad I do play bingo because it helps me with number recognitions faster.
Mm.
Like, especially when the PC at work decides to be a jerk and I got to 10 key everything. And it's just like, it's good 10 key practice because, you know where everything is and you can kind of bounce back and forth. And like, I probably need glasses at this point in my life because I'll squint and I'll go, is that a 6 or a 9? Roll the dice, bitch. Let's go. Well, you kind of have to because some of these tags at work are like minute.
Yeah.
Minuscule. Anyways, so it sounds like we had some productive time playing video games.
Something like that.
Relaxing. I started listening to Dresden Files, like listening to it like much further towards current than older stuff because I didn't want to run into the. And then I still ran into a naughty where he mates with Mab. Ugh. And I'm just like pulled the earbud one of my earphones off.
That was not entirely consensual.
It was not. And it just gave me the creeps because I'm like, on the one hand, you need this evolution in the story. Mm-hmm. And on the other hand, it's just like, it's so cringe. It's so cringe. It's just like, ugh. Anyway, so, well, good. Well, we're back.
That's with a tornado.
Right? And not in a fun way.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't even, like, that's got to be painful.
Yeah.
And
then it was advertised everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Glorious man, we saw. She made certain everybody saw.
Everywhere where there's standing water, everybody can see.
And it was just like, oh, great. And you know but it's interesting when you read the book, right? It has a different feel than when you hear, because this is one of the ones I hadn't heard James Marsters read through. Because remember, I'm borrowing your copy. So I only listened to the ones that I couldn't find. There was like only 3 of them that I couldn't find to actually read.
Yeah.
So listening to this one, which is Changes, it's really interesting because it's like the clues are there on what's going to happen to Dresden and where the future lies for Dresden and everything. But it's like, it's so subtle. When you read it, you mistake the subtlety for his shyness. You know, his a little bit of shyness about, I don't know what the future's going to hold, and I don't know what I'm going to do about this. You know, like that little bit of self-doubt he always has. And then when you hear James Marsters read it, you're like, the intent is there and you know exactly what he's saying. And I literally started crying a little bit this morning. I was like, I didn't catch that when I read that. Oh. So anyways, audiobooks, video games, good break times, working to make money, all that fun stuff.
I've also been watching the final season of Resident Alien.
How are you liking that? Because I am still only 4 episodes into season 1. Because my partner, I have to watch it when my partner's not around because my partner does not like it at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not even remote haha moment. Nope.
I love that show.
I mean, I did finish watching season 2 of Daryl Dixon.
Yeah, I've not watched any of that.
Oh, it's interesting.
I never completed watching the regular Walking Dead, let alone any of the side projects. So
I have to be careful about when I watch The Walking Dead because my partner has not seen a lot. I mean, he's seen enough of it to know how the story ends, but he doesn't know all the nuances of it. And so sometimes he'll come in and I'll be watching. I'm like, oh, I'll turn it off. I don't want to ruin it for you. He's like, oh, they fuck good. I'm never doing it again. Abraham was worse, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh. So I try not to watch it around him because I think he's interested in seeing how it ends. But like, first it was Abraham died.
Yeah.
And then it was Glenn died. Sorry if I'm spoiler alerting anything.
Yeah.
And then you got Carl.
I mean, there were so many people bitching about that I don't think realistically nobody doesn't know that fucking Glenn Abraham died.
Right. And well, and everybody pretty much knows about Carl because there's a big controversy. He was supposed to be the future and everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like, look, there was Lori Holder played Andrea in the TV series. And she was just like, in the comics, Andrea is supposed to become Rick's wife. To have this, this death of hers was like shocking to me. And I'm like, that's kind of the whole point of storytelling is you can do what ifs all day. You really can, especially with an original concept. So you've got Kirkman involved in everything. So his
also Shane was supposed to die early on. He dies early on in the fucking comics.
And I feel like he dies early.
So did Glenn, though. Glenn dies way earlier than what he actually did in the show.
And I'm like, and I feel like, Shane died fairly early. He dies like 3 or 4 months into the pandemic or epidemic or the zombie apocalypse or whatever. It's like, because it's like a week that it's not even a week that Rick's at that camp. And then they're out traveling as a group together for a few weeks. And then they get, then Carl gets shot. They go to the farm. They're at the farm for less than 2 months.
Yeah. It's like the second season.
Yeah, but it's all relative. Different seasons have different timelines. Like the first season literally is the first 3 months of the apocalypse. Second season goes into the next like 3 months to year. So it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
But anyways, catching up on stuff. I don't know how you would feel about Daryl Dixon. Like, I know a lot of people are out there going, oh, Dead City with Negan and Maggie is awesome. And it's like, I didn't care for it. I don't like seeing Maggie, the actress Lauren Cohen. I think she's been trying to play Maggie a little bit grittier. And all she comes off to me, and it's just to me, and I've loved the Maggie character, but all she comes off to me in Dead City is just this revenge-seeking creep. Like everything has to be her way, and a lot of people die just for her to get her vengeance over somebody she's never going to kill. Never. Everybody's speculating that her and Negan are going to get together. I'd get really close to him just so I could bash his fucking head in.
Yeah. Because
if you think about it, all the 15 years of this apocalypse, right? Because that's about how old Herschel is, right? So she's, Glenn's died, 12, 13, 14, 15 years before. She's had more than one opportunity to kill him because she's a sharpshooter at this point in the game, and she doesn't kill him. Bullshit. Like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, but pow, done. You would not have seen me stop if my partner had been killed that way.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know. There's talks of them doing basically a Walking Dead second world where everybody comes back. Everybody who survived, who's still alive, is coming back together. They're talking about doing it. Andrew Lincoln was talking about it. So we'll see. I think it would be great. I think it would be great with the last season of Daryl Dixon getting ready to come out. Supposedly season 3 is the last season. Same for Dead City. Supposedly season 3 is going to be last season, maybe season 4. Who knows? All of them coming together because the ones who live got shortened because of the pandemic and everything else. Mm. So it would be really interesting to see them all come back together in the Commonwealth. And because I think they would strike out as that core group on their own. I don't think they'd stay in the Commonwealth. I think they'd leave. Just my opinion. Fucking allergies. Sons of bitches. Anyways, so good. Video games, TV shows. Have you seen any good movies?
Yeah. It's been a while since I watched a movie.
Interesting. So, all right. Well, hopefully everybody has a great day. Welcome back.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Bye. Okay, everybody. That's all the time we have for today. So I want to thank you for stopping by to enjoy the conversation. We're glad you're here. And please share and share again and share some more. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We'll be having another chat and another cup soon. We'll talk to you then. Look forward to seeing you.